I'm a stone cold killer, I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die. Did it die? Yeah. Did it die? Did it die? I'm a stone cold killer, I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die. Did it die? Wait. Did it die? Wait. Did it die?
Whatever you want, I'll be whatever you want. Just tell me you love me or not, whatever it costs. I know I'm talking a lot, there's something I gotta get off. Don't wanna be this no more, I don't wanna drink no more. Always gotta do the most, thinking that I'm insecure. Really should've listened more, but I don't, of course. I'm an asshole, I'm a good guy, I'm your best friend, I'm the worst type. Tell you everything that you heard right, just so I can fuck on the first night. Feel like I'm losing hope, running from coast to coast. I don't know where to go, this all I've ever known.
I'm a stone cold killer, I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die.
No.
Did it die?
Wait.
Did it die?
Wait.
Did it die? I'm a stone cold killer, I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die.
Won't die.
Did it die?
Wait.
Did it die?
Wait.
Did it die?
My aunt think I'm perfect, I know I'm not. My mama be worried, I told her stop. They know I did drugs and think that I'm off. Little do they know I never could stop. My manager hate when I'm pulling up late. Back on my bullshit, she think it's a phase. I got relations I gotta maintain. I'm two different people, my side and my main. Yeah, I'm sober, I'm an addict, I'm a lowlife, I got habits, but I refuse to be average. Really so tired of acting, don't know what I miss no more. Too bad you don't hit me more. I'm bad when I get too bored, careful what you wishing for.
I'm a stone cold killer, I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die.
No.
Did it die?
Wait.
Did it die?
Wait.
Did it die? I'm a stone cold killer, I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die.
Won't die.
Did it die?
Wait.
Did it die?
Wait.
Did it die?
I'm a stone cold killer, I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die. Did it die? Did it die? Did it die?
Hello? Hello? I think we are live. I think we are good to go. Hold on one second. Hello? Okay. There we go. Sorry. Let's go. Let's go. I think we're good. Let me see. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Good evening. How's everybody doing today? Hello? Ladies and gentlemen. It's up and it's down, but I still reinvest it. Let's go, baby. It's game time. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this and it doesn't say live on the bottom of the screen, then you're watching a recap. All right. Special announcement for those who are new. Where you at though? We are giving away $200 at the end of the month, all we gotta do is hit the 1,000 subscribers goal, and you gotta be subscribed to the channel, and you will be qualified for the $200 giveaway. We'll be picking 2 winners live here on the stream at the end of the month. All you gotta do is like and subscribe to the video. And also, if you haven't hit that like button yet, get ready. You will get some pretty cool strategies today. And I think it could be some use for some of you guys, because I think it's time for you guys to learn thy strategy. Okay. Let me fix something real quick here. This is bothering me. There we go. Boom. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Welcome. I hope you guys had a wonderful week. I think it's this weekend's gonna get crazy. We're gonna see some volatility for XRP. BTC is looking to break out here really soon. It's looking really strong. We did have a somewhat of a pullback right over here due to the fact that we were hitting resistance right here. We did go above 38K at one point and then came back down, but that is nothing. BTC is back on this triangle here. It is forming like a I don't know, like what do you call that, a falling wedge or something like that, but I think it's easier to look at if you put the triangle back here. How so this pennant here that you're seeing is one of the most known pennant to have a fake out. Okay, so a pennant could either break out, you know, either direction. And basically what we saw is BTC break out to the downside, goes down all the way to 30K, $31,000 area, and then come right back up towards this or inside this triangle here. And so now we're kind of consolidating towards this, basically inside this triangle, and yeah, we're looking to break out of it, basically, you know. It's just a matter of when, right? But it's getting really close. It's getting, you know, BTC's got a lot of what do you call it? You can call it support. It's looking really strong right now, just because of the El Salvador news, and you know, people are still kind of digesting that. All right, so I haven't really got a chance to check news today, but let me see if I can. Let me see if there's anything that's worth looking at. Where is my? Let's see here. Go. Uh-oh, not that one. All right. Get ready. Get ready. So, are you guys ready? I think some of you guys deserve this. Not only did the crypto shake out a lot of people, but I was also trying to shake out a lot of people in my own way. And so, yeah, if you guys can handle me on my worst days, then you guys deserve to be here. You know, some of you guys are really patient with me, and I know I get a little crazy sometimes. But, you know, it did shake out a lot of people. So, may nakita ako sa group coach, bullish divergence and BTC. Yeah. No, absolutely. There's a lot of it going on right now. There's a lot of bullish divergence, bullish hidden divergence. There's a lot of it. I would show you guys, but right now, this strategy that I'm about to show you all is even better. 1 second. Yeah, okay, cool. So, but this strategy that I'm about to show you guys, I think some of you guys deserve it since you guys have stuck around. You know, throughout this whole time, and you guys will be the first to see it, and I think you guys are gonna like it. So if you're watching this now, good for you, and if you're watching this on a replay, good for you also, because this is gonna get crazy, right? As you can see here, I have something new. As you can see on my charts here, and you're probably wondering, like, what the F is that? Why does your chart look so messy? I've always said that, good evening, hello. Keep your chart simple, but this will all make sense to you in just a few moments. And I think, this is going to help you be more patient and be more, what do you call it? Disciplined. All right. The way I trade here taught me a lot of patience and taught me a lot of discipline. You guys, some of you guys know that I'm the boring trader. I don't just trade like, just because. All right. I trade when there is high probability trade. So I don't just jump into trades. I don't panic like just like anybody. You know what I mean? I don't panic. I just let it go. I like this. This here is the little pullback that BTC did. Nah. All that stuff, man. Like, it's all about discipline. All right. I don't get scared easily. And yeah, man, that helps me a lot with making more profit than, basically, losses, right? P&L, all right. I'm sure you guys see that on your platform a lot. P&L, profits and loss, right? But if you guys can learn this, and if you guys can understand it, then your P&L will definitely improve. You will make more profits, and you will become better traders than everybody else that's on the group or whatever. But yeah, anyways, let's go baby. Engine coin looks good in the hourly, but I don't just look at one time frame. I look at all time frames. Okay. And I'm gonna explain everything as simple as I can. All right, guys, because this is gonna be a lot of information. All right, and I want you to guys. Wow, I can't even talk right, even in English. I want you guys to really dig deep and maybe even rewatch this video, for you to understand all of this. Okay. Can anybody tell me what this is? Like, what this chart is? Anybody know what this is? Huh? Anybody? No one. Wala. Nobody knows what this is. All right. Good morning. All right. So this is going to be a very important session. Let's go, baby. Let's make it happen. Let's look at the BTC dominance. Oh, snaps. All right. Looks good. Cool. All right. Nobody knows. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you all to the Ichimoku trading strategy. All right. So let's go ahead and let's get things kicked off. Let me go ahead and just start off with BTC real quick, because BTC is going to be the easiest one to explain. Actually, it don't matter. You can explain all of it. But all right, so here we go. So for those of you who is probably wondering how majority of the time I trade, and a lot of it is mainly waiting for high probability. This is one of them. All right. So as you can see here, I got on the chart is the Ichimoku cloud. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make this a little bit more clear for you guys. All right. So here it is. As you can see here, we got these dark cloud covers, right? We got the red clouds, which is called the Kumo cloud, right? The Kumo clouds are basically in two sets of colors. You got the green clouds and then you have the red clouds, all right? And then sometimes you'll see transitions in the cloud where you have the green, the really big greens, and then you have basically, you know, some are smaller green clouds and some are darker, not darker, but bigger green clouds. And then some of them are, you know, and then it transition over to the red clouds, right? It depends on, so depending on how big these clouds are, right? So depending on how big they are is the amount. This also gives you support or resistance, more in depth, not depth, but depth view of how big the resistance is. So the red clouds represent sellers, and the bigger the cloud, the bigger the resistance. All right, and then the green is basically the same thing. The bigger the green cloud is, the green. This is transitioning. All right, so we'll get there in a minute. But what this is just the amount of volume of buyers and or sellers, right, are in that cloud, right? So they represent support and resistance, and so this will help you and teach you when to trade and when not to trade, and it'll give you almost precise prediction of what's to happen in the future. Does that make sense? So trading the Ichimoku strategy will help you be more patient and disciplined, because it will basically tell you when to trade and when not to trade. All right. So now you guys know what the Kumo clouds are, right? Sellers and buyers. The bigger the cloud, the bigger the resistance. So the bigger the green cloud, the bigger the support, right? And then some of you guys are probably like wondering, well, what if the candles are within the cloud? So there is some rules here that you have to keep in mind when trading Ichimoku strategy. All right. When you're trading the Ichimoku strategy, you never want to trade anywhere inside the cloud. All right. This will help you. Okay. And okay, here, hold on one second. Let me start back to the time frame. All right. So recommendation is never, or try to do your best. Okay. Because I know some of you guys are still going to do it. Do your best not to trade in lower time frames. I always say that, like, don't look at the small time frames. And I'll tell you, you can if you want to, but it's not. Well, let's see. Let me say this: you can trade the smaller time frames, but it's in and out, like really quick. All right, don't stay there long. Don't hold it, and you have to know when to buy it. Okay, and I'll show you guys when to buy a trade on a smaller time frame, but always do your best to trade on a higher time frame, because that's what's gonna make you more money. Okay, on a higher time frame, it's gonna help you not look at the charts so much. It's gonna help you become more. It's gonna help you with risk management, and it's more high probability versus a smaller time frames on the Ichimoku. You're gonna need to get in and get out. All right, and so here we go. All right, so now you guys know what the clouds are. Now let's move on to the moving averages. These moving averages are more accurate. They're pretty much more in the middle of your regular EMAs and MAs and things like that. All right, so these moving averages, the first one we're gonna go over is the conversion line. These conversion lines are more of the fast moving lines, right? Meaning they average not like, so your EMAs and moving at the MAs and things like that, they measure they measure the price based on the open and the close, right? These moving averages measure the midpoint of the candle. So like, it doesn't measure the open and the close, it measures the midpoint of the candle, right? So basically it's the average of an average. So this is your fast moving moving average. And then the second one is your baseline, which is more of your slower moving average, right? So your slower moving average kind of stay, relatively like, slow, right? That's why it's called slow. But yeah, all right. So remember that you got the fast moving average, you got the slower moving average, which is called the conversion line and the baseline. And then you have the lagging span. Okay, the lagging span is pretty much a replica. Okay, it replicates the candles, the price swings, all right, in a slower time frame, right? So basically, if you go towards, make this a line and get rid of the conversion line and the baseline and the plot background. Let's clear this up. It's a replica of the movement of the current price, and then basically this is just in a slower time frame, right? So you got the current time frame, and then you have the previous, or not the previous, but a slower time frame, but it's a replica, exact replica of what's happening. All right, and I'll show you why this is one of the most important lines. Okay, so this is going to be really important when you're making a trade. All right, remember that. As well as your baseline, your conversion line, those are going to be important when you're placing a trade. And then now you have your Kumo cloud. You don't need the lead 1 and lead 2. That's just basically like a highlight of, but it's okay to have at the very beginning, so that way you know where it lines up. But in a way, you don't really need it. It's not really important. But for the sake of this video, you guys just imagine it, okay? And yeah. Okay, now using it as a strategy to make your trade. All right, so that way you guys are like, okay, where do I need to place my trade, and how do I pretty much, like, if it's, because I know a lot of you guys like to do futures, and basically this will help you trade futures more accurately. Okay, so are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? So this is going to give you more accurate information about what's to happen in the future, meaning in the future of what, like for example, okay, when is it going to pump, right? When is it going to rally, right? This will help you indicate when a rally is coming. All right. So now when you're looking at a 4-hour time frame, right? When you're looking at a 4-hour time frame, you kind of see, okay, right here, when your lagging span is touching the candles, like so, like you see how it's touching the candles. Let's make it a little bit more bigger and like that. Let's make the you can set your your default options or settings however you want. We're gonna make the green a little bit there, and then the red one right there. So that way you guys are more like, okay, cool. Now I know what that means. All right. So the lagging span is touching the candles. All right. When the lagging span touches the candles like this, it means that you will be trading in a range, or basically it's trading in a range, right? And so when it's trading in a range, you'll see consolidation like this, right? When you see the green, which is the conversion line, is under the baseline, right? The conversion line is under the baseline, and your lagging span is under all of your conversion and the baseline, and is also under the Kumo cloud. Okay, you short it when you are. So basically, the trading rule I forgot to mention is you cannot trade within or inside the cloud, but you can trade it under the cloud or above the cloud. Does that make sense? So right now, your conversion line and your baseline and your lagging span is all under the the what do you call it? The Kumo cloud, right? So basically when you see here, right, you should have, right now you're not trading anything, right? Because you basically the Kumo cloud will tell you if you're allowed to trade it or when you're not allowed to trade it, right? And so if you look here, right, you should have shorted here, right? When your candles are within the cloud, you're not trading, and until it leaves the cloud and your conversion line, just your conversion line, leaves the cloud as well, like this, right? And your lagging span is also underneath, your candles, right? You short it. You start to short it, and then obviously, if you use your your resistance line and stuff like that, you short it and you sell here, right? And then it tells you how far can the price go up, right? The price can only go up like somewhere over here or right here, before it has to come down again. May maliit na green. Sige na yan. Yeah, so over here, okay, I'll tell you guys what this is. So over here, this is meaning, like this meaning right here, it means that we're really getting close to leaving this area of resistance right here, right? We're getting close to leaving this area of resistance, right? So here in the next, I don't know, like I said, sometimes it takes several days for this to happen, but maybe several hours to several days, right? So when this consolidation area here finishes and get almost pretty much leaves this area of resistance, then it'll start to creep up on the green cloud, right? When it starts to creep up on the green cloud, you want to watch your conversion line, right? So your baseline is like this, right? It's like, oh yeah, it's gonna go down like that. Your conversion line is continuously moving along with the green candles until it crosses, right? So then now you have the baseline and your conversion line crossing like this, right? So what you want to do is you want to wait for a confirmation where your lagging span is pretty much following the movement also behind this, what's going on here. You want to wait for this to leave also, right? Once this lagging span leaves this area, and you're above, right? Remember, you can only trade either below or above the Kumo cloud. So now your lagging span is above the clouds and your conversion line is above the clouds, right? Now you will see some rally. Okay, so what did I say the rally was? 105. We'll come back up to 105 soon. So somewhere around there, depends on where it is on the daily. There it is. So let's clear it up. On your daily, you have you're either gonna come up towards let me see where, right there, 110, because this either acts as resistance or acts as support. Since there's buyers here, then you know, if XRP manages to get over here, then you have a lot of volume here, and you could definitely push up. So now you can draw your lines. Where is it at? So as you can see right there, right? So you can see where you can expect the price to go to, right? You're expecting the price to go towards these clouds right here, and then hopefully we break out of it, right? So within just what do you call it? Within just because yesterday, or was it yesterday or 2 days ago, I noticed that all this, there was red here. There's a bunch of red here. I think I took a picture of it and showed you guys on the Discord. I don't know if it's still there. Yeah, right there. It used to be red. Was it daily though? Let me see if it was a daily. XRP. Yeah, 1 day. So there used to be red clouds here, right? And then it changed over to green, right? So meaning there's buying volumes here, and then over here you have a little bit of red Kumo cloud, meaning a little bit of sellers are here, but there are more buying pressure around here for some reason, right? Remember, I keep telling you guys, at a certain price there are more buyers, and that's basically what this is, right? When it gets up to a certain price, there are more buyers in that price, right? That's why I'm like, okay, well, once you get up here above this price, you get a candle close, then it's gonna go crazy, right? So that's basically what I'm basically saying there, is that, okay, look, they're in here, there's more buyers, okay? But let's go back to the 4 hours, okay? But for now, you are seeing a bit of resistance right here. So so when you seen the other day, was it here, when we started rallying right here, right? As soon as we got up to the red Kumo cloud, we automatically seen a red candle, a red wick here, and then we started getting rejected right there. And then when we got out of it, you know, we found support here, we started rallying back, and then all of a sudden we started wicking down here, and then all of a sudden, boom, we're selling off, right? So we got rejected twice right over here, and then all of a sudden, you know, we had to come back down towards the next level support, right? So you can still combine every single thing that you know, as far as like support and resistance, but this will teach you how to be more patient on when to place your trade, right? So what you can do here is, let's just say you're gonna make a trade, right? You're gonna be like, okay, I'm looking to short this thing. How do I short it? Well, you're looking to go, like, if it starts to go up here, you're gonna get rejected, right? And then it's obviously gonna come back down towards your next level support. So you can place a trade somewhere over here where your baseline is at. Your conversion line is gonna go up there, get rejected because you have sellers here, and then boom, right? So what happens is the same thing, right? When you're hitting resistance, over and over, you come back down to the next major level support. When you're hitting support over and over, what happens, right? You start to bounce up, right, towards the next level resistance. And guess what? You have a green candle there, right? So when you have green candle over here, or green cloud here, you're going to start to see no resistance, right? You left that resistance zone, right? This is the resistance zone. And then you have a green cloud over here, meaning the process of going up is much, much more probable that you will start to rally here in this area. Make sense? On a 4 hour, man, look, on a 4 hour, that's why I'm looking at the 4 hour, is because if you go back down to the 1 hour, you might experience, right? You might experience some fake outs. Like I was looking at Engine Coin earlier, right? I was looking at Engine Coin here, even though, okay, look, here's a perfect example of 1 hour time frame where Engine Coin started breaking out above the cloud, right? Above the cloud, and then you have your lagging span above the cloud, you have your conversion line above the cloud, and you have your baseline above the cloud. But if you look at the 4 hour time frame, right, would you trade that? You would not want to trade that until your 4 hour time frame is above, you know, all your conversion lines and your, you know, your lagging span is above it, right? Because you will get a fake out. You will lose money here. So even though you're like, okay, yeah, it's breaking out, should I go ahead and place a trade? Well, you're going to get caught with this downtrend, right? You're going to lose money because you're just like, all right, you know, that's why discipline is very important, and Ichimoku gives you that practice, right? It's the practice of being disciplined not to chase green candles, right? And so when you're like, okay, I'm going to place a trade because it's going crazy, well, now you're getting caught in a fake out, right? So that's why the 4 hours time frame is the best, you know, you can use it as, you know, one of the best strategies as far as trading and not get caught with a fake out, right? And so because the 4 hour time frame, right, the 4 hour time frame shows you once you leave this area, right? Once you leave this area and you're trading above here in this area, you got your lagging span up here and you got your conversion lines up here. Now you can tell where the next line of resistance is going to be, and you can hold that trade until you get up here. Look at that Engine Coin going crazy. 4 hours looks clear. And guess what? Your next sign of resistance is not until up here. Boom, boom, boom. And what is that price around there? $180, $192 area, right? So you don't worry about this here. That's later on, right? What you're looking at is what's supposed to happen here. So I'm thinking your next level resistance is somewhere around this area here. Boom, 190. From 147 or 150 all the way to 190, right? I forgot there's like a, oh, there it is. So let's just say 150, you breaking out. Man, that's a 33% profit for you. Well, you know, but that's big profit right there, right? So that's, you know, that's just how you would trade the Ichimoku. But let's just say you you want to trade the hourly, okay? You want to go with the smaller time frame. You want to make quick small profits. Maangat na yung lagging span sa green cloud. Pwede na mag-entry. So yeah, so let's look at Engine Coin real quick. So yung lagging span mo is right here, right? Lagging span is right here. Once you see, it doesn't matter if it's green or red, as long as it's above the cloud, right? So let's just say right here, and your conversion line, which is the green line, which is the fast acting one, the fast moving one, is also above the green, the cloud, right? Your baseline doesn't matter because that's gonna follow eventually, because that's a slower moving one. But your lagging span and your conversion line has to be above the cloud, right? So this will stay behind, right? And I'm gonna show you, and this will also help you, or basically tell you when you need to take profit. Oh man, this is the best, like the best trading strategy I think for you guys. When okay, so you're trading here, right? Okay, let's make this happen. Hold on. Okay, so now let's look at a daily because you placed the trade right there, right? So remember where your cloud was, like right over here, and your lagging span is over here, and your conversion line is over here. You place the trade right there, right? Okay, now you can now you have a position, right? Let's just say, for example, you have a position. Basically, you know, on a 4-hour time frame, right? You're seeing candles. You're seeing candles. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Your lagging span is gonna tell you, right? This one here is going to tell you when to take profits, right? So on the 4-hour time frame, where was our resistance line at? 190 or something like that. $2. Oh, hold on. Yeah, so let's just say an average of 180, 190 right there, boom. Right? Okay. So you need to take profit right here, right? And so your lagging span, this one here, when you open a position here, right? Your candles will kind of move like this, right? Something like that. Your lagging span is going to do the same exact thing and then eventually touch, right? When your lagging span touches the candles, it's an indicator of you to take profit. When this lagging span touches the candles, it's an indicator for you to, you know, to go ahead and take profit. Some people hold until it actually hits 190. If you know for a fact that it's going to hit 190, then sell it at 190, right? But this is an indication that you need to start taking profit soon, because once you start to touch, your lagging span starts to touch the candles, then it's a sign of, you know, a reversal coming soon, basically. But as long as you know that there's a resistance right there, 190, then boom, you know, take profit there. But, you know, take profit here, it doesn't matter, right? But as long as you take profit, don't hold it, just take profit, right? So that's your lagging span and your conversion line, right? Your conversion line will follow your candles fast, and your baseline is going to start going up like this, maybe something like that, I don't know, whatever, until it starts touching again, right? And then obviously what's going to happen is you're going to create a cloud here. You know, you could go back down, right, towards the cloud again and come back down. When it does come back down, you can short it, right, as long as your lagging span comes down below it and your conversion line goes down below it. It's the same thing as trading longs, right? When you're trading longs, you wait for the lagging span and conversion line to go up there above the cloud. When you're shorting, it's the same exact thing, right? You're waiting, right? So, make sense? Gets nyo? You know, pwede kayo magtanong ng question. Kung hindi nyo nagigets, explain ulit natin. But yeah. That's how it is. That's how you trade a Ichimoku strategy. It helps you stay patient and disciplined and wait for a high probability trade, right? So if you want to trade on a slower time frame or smaller time frame, then I would recommend looking for a really good one, right? Something that's more as promising or promising. If it's underneath the cloud, see if you can find a way to short it. So let's see. Let's see. Engine XRP. So as you can see, right, XRP kind of went up towards this area here, right? This area here. So your next level support is right there. You should have shorted here, right? Because it got rejected right here again where resistance is at, right? So it's most likely gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna come down right here until it's gonna consolidate again, right? It's gonna consolidate. It's gonna consolidate until we get out of this resistance zone. So remember, the bigger the cloud is, right over here, there are sellers, right? A bunch of sellers. And then all of a sudden you get like, yung mga, it gets smaller, right? Smaller resistance, right? A small, it's, yeah. So yeah, right here you get smaller. The resistance gets smaller and smaller until we finally leave this area, right? You can see, a little bounce here towards right here, and then come back down, right? And then you can see a little bounce here, and then all of a sudden, like, you might consolidate there. Now you have nice inverse head and shoulders, and then boom, get out of there. On the hourly, on the 4 hours, right? On the 4 hours, okay? On the 4 hours, what you're gonna see is something like this, right? Hit that, maybe come down a little bit until finally, boom, get out of there, right? So you're looking at some kind of rally here really soon. I mean, you're leaving this resistance area here. There's not much more over here, right? Isn't that crazy how it tells you like where exactly is the resistance? Look, once you leave this area, that's it. Like, there's no more, there's no more there's no more resistance in this area, right? And now if you look at the daily, look at that. You're looking to go up like towards around here, right? 115, that's crazy, dude. Yeah, I mean, it's still gonna be choppy and things like that, like, it's choppy, but for sure, if you go into 4 hours, look, it's more easier for XRP to leave this area, like when you get out of here, right? When you get out of here and XRP continues to consolidate like towards here, so by June 15, right? June something, XRP should be, I mean, I'm not saying like, it'll take that long, but as like, for example, today is June 11, right? Supposedly there's some kind of meeting today, right? So what's gonna happen if today we get good news, right? If we get good news, you're gonna see a green candle, and we're breaking this. Like, look at this resistance, right? It's gonna be easier for XRP to break this area, right? Because I mean, there's not much resistance there, right? And so once we get out of here, right, we could see a rally on the daily. Look at this. It's clear skies. It's clear skies right here. Nothing but buyers. Look at this. Nothing but buyers, right? So, and over here you're like, okay, well, why is this, why didn't we go up here? Well, look in the 4 hours. Look at that. Resistance, right? Resistance. Look in the 8 hours, right? Resistance. So now you're like, okay, well, what if we go up today. Let's just say we go up today, and with no news. With no news, you're looking at a rally towards 105, maybe 107 the most. Wick down, and then come right back down, right? Come right back down towards 84, 85 cents area on the 8-hour time frame, right? With the daily, I mean, with good news and everything, yeah. Once we get past 8 hours, once we break above here, 120. Look on the daily. Where's 120, right? So once we get above here, guess what? Now you're trading above the cloud, right? And then go long, right? Perfect long signal, right? 8-hour, you have resistance. With good news, you can break through here, buy a long position here as well. You got, man, look at that. You get here, man, just buy long positions here all day long. But yeah, other than that, I mean, that's your Kuma or Ichigo. That's Ichigo. Ichimuku. Strategy. Pretty badass, eh? Pretty badass. I want to look for a trade. Even I don't want to. I want a short one, or I want to buy into a trade, but I'm not seeing anything that's attractive. Let's see, what is this? V-chain, right? V-chain needs a push right here. Waiting for BTC. So BTC, look at that. On the 4-hour time frame, BTC is coming onto a small amount of resistance here, right? And so you could see consolidation with BTC, right? Over here, you went up. So you can see BTC kind of coming down over here, right? Retrace here again, and then eventually break out of this cloud here, right? So this triangle is perfectly lined up with the resistance, the amount of resistance here. So as long as the bulls maintain this area, right, and then eventually start to push up, BTC could rally out of here, right? Now on the 8 hours, you got a big amount of resistance right there, right? On the daily though, okay, on the daily, you're looking at these price range for BTC around 46K. 8 hours, yeah, right? I mean, if you have a breakout here, it would be nice for BTC to, get out of this area of resistance. BTC trading above the resistance, the cloud. People are going to start going long over here, and that's it. Right? So on the 8-hour time frame, you're basically going to see choppiness. Right? Depends on how powerful the bulls are over here. The bulls have to be powerful enough to chop around over here, right? Or it could be just right here. It don't matter. As long as we get out of this area of resistance, once we get above it, man, like, it's gonna break loose. Like, BTC is just gonna go crazy. So you guys are wondering when it's gonna start rallying. Watch your Ichimoku cloud, right? And it'll tell you when it's going to start rallying, right? Look at this, right? Look how over here, how it was playing out, right? Based on, let's see, this is on the daily auto log. Let's see how it's Let's see what happened here. So right here, when we came down, right, that big ass sell off back in March, we started to go up, right? But resistance wasn't all that crazy right here on the daily, where you started to go up. You have your baseline, and then you have your conversion line crossing over. Now it's above right there, and then as well as your lagging span, it's also above, right? So just picture that as resistance right there. Now you're above. You're above. Your baseline is above as well. You could have went long right there, and then I'll show you when to sell your order or sell your what do you call it? This lagging span will tell you when to sell when it touches, the candles. You bought here, you could have sold over here or over here, Then when your lagging span starts touching the candles, you'll see consolidation. You'll see ranges, right? Consolidation, and then all of a sudden you're gonna get another. You could trade above the cloud, right? So you can buy longs anywhere above the cloud, and so you have another cross here. Your lagging span starts to go up, right? You can sell here, right? When your lagging span touches the candles, consolidation, right? And then come down, wait, buy here, right? When you buy here, go long, and look at that. It just kept on going, right? Hold your positions. Look, the people that bought longs here and put a lot of money here made a lot of money here, because look at how far apart your conversion line and your baseline is, and your lagging span, right? How far apart it is. And so when you started to touch right here, right, you sell here, right? You sell there, and then wait again. Right here you have a selling in an exit and a re-entry, right? Because this hasn't even crossed yet. Going down, I mean, crossing down, but it's still, you have a correction, right? Exit, re-entry, and then continuation, and then all of a sudden you start seeing your lagging span touch the candles. It was a signal for you to sell, basically, until your lagging span starts trading below it, right? Below it, and then all of a sudden you get a cross here, meaning short it, right? You see how accurate? I mean, it's just so accurate. So people that went short here on BTC are probably still holding short position, right? So when these people are still holding short positions, because this lagging span still hasn't even touched the candles yet. So, and now you're starting to see on a 4 hours BTC trading above the baseline, trading above the conversion line, and the lagging span is starting to creep up and catch up right here. So soon, what it's looking like is, as soon as BTC gets above this area here, conversion line starts to go up as well. Or no, lagging span starts to go up, conversion line starts to go up. People will buy longs here. uh, you talking about BTC? Breaking this? Yes, very possible that can happen today. So BTC can definitely break out here today. Maybe later on this evening, dito. Morning sa inyo. All right. So I'm waiting for Engine Coin to break out of here. So in the next 3 hours, if it breaks out of here, I'm trading it. One coin is, oh, somebody asked me about ICP. ICP, I'm sorry, bro, but your ICP broke down to the downside. Yeah. Your ICP broke down to the downside. Look at this. We had a triangle. It got rejected again. Look at the amount of sellers here. Look at that. I mean, this is a big correction for ICP. Look at the look how far apart ICP, the conversion line and the lagging line, the lagging span, the conversion, and the baseline is so far apart from each other that there's gonna be a retracement right here, and then you're gonna get rejected and come back down. Yes, nasa trading view. So if you wanted to short something, right? If you wanted to short something just because you're going down, wait for a retrace, right? So always wait for that retrace. So if you're in a short XRP, wait for the retrace here and then short it because it's going to come down and then it's going to consolidate, right? So resistance, some right there, you got resistance, support and resistance, right? So don't forget to draw your lines to help you when to place your trade too. But you short here because now you have something extra that will tell you where resistance is, how heavy that resistance is. It's more visual, right? So your best bet is to short here and then wait for it to come down here, and then boom, you break out of there. Look, it's green right here. So you're looking for you're probably gonna be looking for a small breakout here. Now you just look at the higher time frame, right? So if you break out here, you're looking at something like this, maybe another, 97 cents, go down again, and then get out of there, right? So in the next several days, you can expect XRP to trade sideways again. You can even go up here, but then it's gonna get rejected, right? And then get out of there. Now when this ends right here, right, when you see this red cloud ends like this, go to the daily and you'll find out where that is, right? So you got there, right? Go to the daily and you can see where you can expect some more resistance right here. But with good news, we can start trading above the clouds. All right. That's it. That is pretty much it. That's all I got. So yeah, I mean, like, so these smaller time frames, you can trade them, but just make sure you catch them in the right time. So like, for example, when we come coming down here, just know all right, we had support right there, right? We had support there, and then you should have sold right here. You could have gotten anywhere right here. You know, you could have bought anywhere, like right there in this box, right? Go long, buy position, whatever, and then you should have sold your position here. You shouldn't, like, don't buy it here, right? Don't buy here because you're already you're kind of too late when you're buying here, because now you're just like, all right, I'm losing money. Over here, you're just like, all right, well, where do I buy here? Well, if you want to buy there, go on a smaller time frame, and it should tell you if you should buy right there. Right now, on the smaller time frame, it's telling you don't buy, right? Because it's inside the cloud, right? Don't buy anything. You want to wait until it's either above it or below it, right? And so if it's below it, you short it, right? You're shorting here and wait for it to come down here. And then you're just like, all right, well, let's see. If on the 15-minute time frame, if we get out of this cloud, right? If we get out of this cloud, okay, can I buy here? Well, make sure when you do buy, your conversion line is up there and your lagging span is up there, right? When you see that, go to your 1 hour and you'll see that you're leaving this area too. You're buying here. Okay. Now look on your 4 hour. When you buy there, your next resistance is right here. So that tells you when to sell, right? Sell it at the next sign of resistance. Boom. Perfectly matched. How about for the hourly time frame? Yeah, so that's what it was. On the hourly time frame, you need to get out of here. Like, I mean, there's not much resistance here, but you need your conversion line to leave this area and then trade here when your conversion line is up here, and your lagging span, this green line here, is leaving this cloud here as well. So when you start to see your lagging span leave and your conversion line leave the cloud and it's above it now, you want to place a trade there, go long, and then you want your next sign of resistance is right there on a 4 hour time frame. Your resistance right there is also matching, right, with the 4 hour time frame, and then you want to exit there, right? So when you're trading smaller time frames, be sure you're in and out, in and out, in and out. Like, don't wait, don't hold it. Just entry and exit, right? Entry here, right? Look at the hourly, looks good. You're out of there. Look at the 4 hour. Okay, I see resistance right here. Boom, get out of there, right? So, do you guys understand it now? Better, a little bit better, or no? Mas okay ba tong strategy na to? I think it's much easier to start trading the more, patient way, more disciplined way to trade. That way you manage your risk, you're not losing money. If you are, you're just trading like those quick trades, make sure you know your support and resistance. Make sure you know how to do those, right? You see how, like, boom, boom, like, so all your support is right down here, right? You got 1, 2, 3 candles, 4 touching that. You have 1, then you have a major one, right? Then you have a key level, right? But you have major resistance here, and then you have major resistance here, and then you have key level resistance here. Do you guys see that? So when you know those things, then feel free to trade smaller time frames and quick trades. But for now, I mean, this will help you become a better trader, become really good at trading, because at least, because main thing for a trader, for a day trader, is the main tool that we need, the main skill set that we need is patience. That is the biggest, I think that is the biggest skill set that we need, is patience on when it comes to day trading. And Ichimoku will help you and teach you how to be patient, how to be disciplined, right? You can add more to your, add more, what do you call it? I'm really keeping my eye on Engine Coin. But you can add more, to your watch list, and just kind of like look through all of them, and find one that's pretty much out of there, right above the cloud, on a 4-hour time frame. But anyways, other than that, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I have. If you have any questions, please ask me on the Discord. If I'm not answering on the Discord channel, direct message me on there. And let's see, if I'm not answering, is because I'm probably like either executing a trade or trading, or I'm at the beach. I was at the beach yesterday too, so yeah, that's why. It's just when I'm trading, man. Like when you're trading on the 4 hours, you don't need to worry about your thing, man. That's the thing. You don't need to worry about it too much. You're relaxed. But ladies and gentlemen, that is all I have. I'll see you guys on the next video. I hope you guys have a nice and wonderful weekend. Be safe. Always eat healthy, stay healthy, and don't get into trouble. Yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, recommendations, or anything like that, ladies and gentlemen, just reach out to me. I'll do my best to answer your questions. I'll be on Discord, and I'll still be giving you guys updates throughout the weekend, giving you guys updates on news and everything in that nature on the Discord channel, so that way you guys are up to date. And I'll also make some plays once I start to spot some even like small time frame trades, just to make quick bucks. And I'll share with you guys those trades. I'll let you guys know some trades also. I'll tell y'all like the entry points and exit points and things like that, the good stuff, all the good stuff. All right, guys. Thank you. Peace out.
Stone cold killer, I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die. Did it die? Wait. Did it die? Wait. Did it die?
Whatever you want, I'll be whatever you want. Just tell me you love me or not, whatever it costs. I know I'm talking a lot, there's something I gotta get off. Don't wanna be this no more, I don't wanna drink no more. Always gotta do the most, thinking that I'm insecure. Really should've listened more, but I don't, of course. I'm an asshole, I'm a good guy, I'm your best friend, I'm the worst type. Tell you everything that you heard right, just so I can fuck on the first night. Feel like I'm losing hope, running from coast to coast. I don't know where to go, this all I've ever known.
I'm a stone cold killer, I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die.
No.
Did it die?
Wait.
Did it die?
Wait.
Did it die? I'm a stone